What's going on, guys? So today on this SHOKY Quickie, we're going to be taking a look at something new, although I've had it for a few months now, from NECA and their TMNT movie line. It is their ultimate April O'Neil. Now, if you're wondering why that cover looks a little weird, it's because it's actually a cool holographic cover. Look at that. That's so cool. Got the TV stores and all that kind of stuff going on. It has got the to it too. That's pretty cool. So this was one you had to order directly from NECA. You could also get like the extra version that had like her press pass and came with the yellow raincoat and all that kind of garbage. I didn't want that one. I just wanted this one. It's pretty cool because it actually worked directly with Judith to make this one happen. So it's pretty cool. And hopefully that means that somewhere down the line we will also get a second movie April as well, when they completely change actresses. So on the inside here, I haven't even unboxed her yet. I will be doing an out the box for this as well. That will be available to channel members here on the main SHOKY channel. So also we've got here a nice image of her standing up against a car of some sort. Can't tell what it is. And then the actual figure in the packaging there looks pretty cool. Box of, I think, pizza, it looks like, in a movie. Kind of hard to tell. I'll have to look at it closer. It may just all be pizza boxes, so some are thicker than others. It's a little weird. You got alternate head. You got one of Raph's size. That's one of the first pieces of evidence you found. You do have the channel 3 microphone. It looks like it's wiggled its way loose. You do have a few hands, a stand, because she got some tiny feet, which are actually crooked in the box, so she's probably going to need that in and of itself. You got her purse, which apparently is modeled directly on the purse that was in the video, or in the movie, I should say. And then the outfit has been somewhat lovingly recreated. And I believe she's supposed to be wearing pantyhose, which is why her legs look funky, or she's a robot. Nice image on the side there. It's Judith Hogue, I think it is. And you got, maybe that's somebody else, I'm not sure. Now that I think about it. You got images here, her with the turtles, her talking to somebody and pointing, holding her purse with the sigh in it, and then the same exact read-up that we get on every single one of these. So, real quick, I'm going to go off camera like normal, and I'm going to do an out-the-box reaction because I haven't actually played with this figure at all, and then I'll get back to the actual review. I have several new TMNT movie figures to go through, one of which is technically a repeat, but has 2 new items that we're going to look at. So we'll do that here in a little bit, but let me go check out April. Alright guys, so here is the April figure as she does out the box, with only one little thing added to her, and that is the included stand. Speaking of out the box, I did just film the out the box reaction. If you're ever so interested in seeing my initial reaction to things out of the box as I, open them, those will be available on the main channel in the channel memberships. So in theory, you are aware of this. So we'll see what happens. So as it goes, just looking at her, this is fantastic. Like, we haven't gotten a lot of human-faced figures so far. In fact, given when she came out, she is the first human figure that has a full face. I mean, Shredder kind of does. Like, I think you do have the Orokusaki face underneath the helmet, but this is a just pure human-faced person, like, figure. And this is just fantastic. They nailed this head sculpt. Like, that is just ridiculous. And it's a little washed out due to the lights, but she does actually have, some kind of like freckles and red face marks and stuff like that. I can't tell if this is meant to be a, nope, that's just a flake. And you can see her hair is like reddish color with a whole lot of like blondish dry brushing all over that. Looks great. The blue eyes are fantastic. Her earrings are in fact in there and painted. Let me turn off one light here and see if it makes a difference. That makes a difference. Okay, so you do actually get her earrings in there that are painted, which is cool. You get, look at a silver brooch. That's crazy. Maybe I'll just hold her back here and zoom in. Maybe that'll make my life easier. There we go. I'll just zoom in. Digital zoom. Instead of holding it closer. So, oh, hey, unlock. There we go. So you can see the silver brooch thing on her chest along with the other buttons and stuff going on here. Nice pattern along with the silver buttons on her actual shirt. That's crazy. You got the brown vest, which is also airbrushed and washed. You can see it's got multiple kind of leather browns, a little bit sweatier, a little dirtier back here. Nice little thing here, along with, I love the indentation to make it look like it is stitched. That's fantastic. You even get the skirt here that is like kind of, realistically that's orange skin, let's just be honest. I don't know what that's technically supposed to be, but apparently this matches the outfit from the movie like exactly. Like, let me zoom out and see if I can bring up an actual image there, you know, just for, you know, what they base this off of, you know. So continuing on the details, nice rolled up sleeve here, a little bit of paint kind of got out of the mark right through there. She does have a watch and some crud on her arm. That is unfortunate, but you know, it's just paint. I can probably scrape it off if I try a little harder. Hold on, let me just kind of, there we go. Just wanted a nice in between there. You know, no paint really on the hands or anything, and it's kind of hard to tell, like, but like it's. Hold on, let's see if I can affect the white balance ever so slightly. Like that, right there is closer to true color. Closer, anyways. Hold on, let me. Yeah, I think that's about as close as it gets. Alright, and you know, some veins kind of in there, nothing too crazy. You even get the wrinkles on the fingers and stuff like that. Speaking of fingers, she does have a little gold ring up on it, so somebody put a ring on it. It's a joke. And then come down to the legs. The legs, I've determined, I believe, are all painted. So all of this, I believe, is painted brown to simulate some pantyhose. And then you get the black heeled shoes, red painted shoes mounted to the feet. Not quite the best paint job, but it's feet. Who gives a shit? All right, the articulation, I believe that's a ball joint. It could be a double because it does have a lot of movement. I don't think her neck moves in any way. I think it's only in the hair. Shoulder joint, nice disc hinge. It's hidden fairly well. Get plenty of rotation and everything like that. All the joints are really, you know, nicely toleranced. You know, unlike normal NECA, which is almost always a nightmare, but in this case, good. You get bicep rotation above the elbow. You get double jointed elbow, and then you also get forearm rotation below the elbow joint. And if you utilize them both, you get a little bit of movement, but that's more than enough to get what you need. And it's also cleverly hidden within the wrinkles of the shirt. I really do enjoy that. She does have a little bit of an ab crunch, so she can lean over. She can lean back. Don't go too crazy. You got waist rotation. And you're going to have leg movement, but due to the fact that she's wearing a skirt, it's a little in there. And I think there's thigh rotation, or it just broke something. In theory, there's thigh rotation, which would allow you to finagle your knee. You also get a double jointed knee, and you can see how the legs are definitely not painted. She's got some runs in her hose there. And you're not going to do much with the knees, and I'm honestly not going to bend them much because I do not want to screw up the paint here. And the same thing with the feet. So utilize the stand and basically get her in a neutral pose, and you're pretty much good to go. Once again, that's just, I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. Like, I think it's just the fact that they're very earthy tones, and it's just kind of messing with the white balance. Okay, so accessories. She comes with on a Raphael size, because of course she finds that in the movie, and she's good at keeping the sai in her bag, which is absurdly made, which is also straight out of the movie. So they make the bag, and then they hydro dip this, from the best I can tell, and it is flexible. I thought it was going to be a hard piece. It's actually got some flex to it, which also means that you've got some breakage around the thing, but then it just makes it look like a really worn out purse, like right through here. All those breaks, you can get some worn leather look going on there. A little bit much on a scratch right there, but it is what it is. Backside, where it folds a lot more, there's a lot more breaks in the paint, and that's okay. Once again, worn out. Strap is good. And like I said, you can open it up, and it looks like it, yeah. And then you can just sort of tuck the sigh in there as though she's attempting to hide it from anyone and everyone who could possibly find it, which is cool. And you can try to go for a single shoulder sling, but it's an over the shoulder, or it's crossbody, technically speaking. So that looks fantastic. Gotta love that. Don't want to mess with it too much. And yeah, this is a very small version of a NECA stand that she's standing on. It's fine. Another accessory she comes with is a bunch of these small pizza boxes, which blows my mind because like these must be like single order pizzas. So you got Josh's Pizza frozen thing there, different types, and then like these which are long and skinny, which I don't know if that's meant to be a single slice pizza or what. I don't remember these from the movie, but it's been a while since I've seen it, so it's entirely possible that these are like single slice, like New York style. Also, that says Limburger cheese pizza. I don't know what's going on with that. Smellios. That's cool. So I mean, if you have a setup for her, that will totally work. You do get these normal, just kind of neutral kind of holding hands. You also get a very accusatory finger hand, which is kind of cool. So let's do the thing. I'm going to do it off camera so I don't have to reach to pull this. Oh, that came out fairly easy. That's good. I like that. I'm going to be able to do that. And you do get the wrist hinge there. So you can get her very, very accusatory. And then you also get a left and right holding hand, which I believe is for the microphone. So I'm going to go with the right hand first and only because I want to leave the accusatory finger. Hey, let go. She's holding on to me. So put the hand in there. And having some fairly innocuously painted hands, like, or lack thereof, is actually pretty good. So the microphone. This is the funny part about this because that wire goes to nothing. So if nothing else, have it run to her bag, I guess. But it's painted silver-esque or gray, and it's got tampoed on. Channel 3, I think that's WTRL. I feel like the top of the mic should be painted black, but, you know, whatever. What do I know? And we'll just go ahead and put that in her mic holding hand. And once again, you get two different, so if you want to hold it in her left or her right, you can do that. Personally believe it should be in her right, but that's just me. I feel like she's right-handed. And I'm going to run this up and over and into the purse because I feel like the mic pack is in there because we don't have like a Channel 3 van laying around with all the equipment and stuff. So I'm just going to say that that's what's going on. And then have the wire draped down like so. And she can either be talking on it herself, utilizing the wrist hinge, and try to get that elbow there. Or you could have her talking to someone else, which I think I'll do. But also, we get a either talking or smiling face here, which, let's see if I can zoom in without being absurd. There we go. Looks really nice. You know, just a little bit of skin tone, freckles, and stuff going on there. The hair is potentially the exact same hair. It doesn't look like it's any different. No, it looks like the exact same hair. I think that the new version of April that's coming may have different hair, but I'm not sure. So they just showed off, I believe this morning or last night, a second version of April. Oh yeah, there's a double ball peg into the neck. That's cool. Does her neck move at all? Nope. Okay. So the farmhouse version of April with a farmhouse version of Casey. I feel like her wrist for the microphone should be an up and down wrist, not a back and forth wrist, but that's just me. She also comes with just a fist for punching Foot Clan. You know. So I like this. This is a fantastic looking figure. Let's give her a little bit of a one leg bend, one leg kind of straight. Give her a little turn, give her a little head tilt. And the microphone doing that along with accusatory point. That is just a fantastic looking figure. So let me grab somebody to compare her to. Also, I'm going to get a picture. Okay, so there we go. We got her talking to Casey Jones, which this might be some form of how I will have her displayed. One thing that I guess sort of sucks is when you get multiple head sculpts. Like, Then you have just the extra head laying around for all eternity. But yeah, this is just a fun thing there. And yes, there is a new Casey Jones out. That is the quote unquote ultimate Casey Jones. But I think I'm gonna add a pointing. Hold on, let me get him visible there. So a pointing laughing Donnie, who's laughing at Casey, who got caught and is now getting interviewed, and he finds it quite amusing. So yeah, I digs it. This is a really good figure. I'm so glad they did introduce this. I'm not sad that I missed out on the like extra VIP version or whatever it was called that came with her press badge and the yellow raincoat. I could care less about that. That's more accessories that I don't need for this version of the figure. Give me a whole new figure that has those things and I'm more okay with it. Just giving me more of the same or more stuff for the same figure does not help me out as much, in my opinion. So that's why I dig it. Yeah, and then of course that's the only other human, technically speaking, I have as it goes, but just for the actual comparison. So she is taller than the turtles in this variation. Let's see if I can get him. Like, haha, being interviewed. Like I said, this is where being able to point the microphone forward would have been a beneficial thing. Let me see here if I can't utilize these joints to make a little bit better of a thing happen. Yeah, the mic cord that goes to nothing is a very silly. It's a very silly place, like Camelot. But yeah, the pointing finger I find quite amusing. Why they didn't give us a left fist, I don't know. They only gave us a right fist. Let's give her that look here. So yeah, that's fun. That's really fun. This is a good figure. And yeah, you could only order her from NECA, but apparently the new one is coming directly, or you can get it at Walmart whenever it drops. I think probably early next year or end of this year. I don't think they put a release on that. NECA has been killing it. I do have a lot of NECA figures to look at, including some Universal Monster figures. I've got more TMNT figures coming, along with TMNT Universal Monster figures that they're putting out next year, which I've also got on pre-order. It's pretty absurd. So guys, go check out the rest of the NECA playlist and go see all the other cool Ninja Turtle stuff. As it goes, I will be doing dioramas down the line for however I feel like setting up all these things. I'm excited. These are really, really good figures. And for the first like flat out human figure to be April is pretty cool. And it looks fantastic. Other than maybe the legs being painted instead of just being molded in that color is a big oversight, in my opinion, because that means that all those joints can scrape and you're going to lose paint and it's going to look really awkward. So I think had they just left that alone, it would have been better off. So, but guys, that's going to be it for this review, or it was a quickie, but not really. And of course, there was a out the box reaction video for this figure, and there will be for the rest of the figures in the line. And I will see you guys later. And if you feel like being a membership, or if you feel like becoming a member to see those things, by all means go check it out on the main SHOKY Reviews channel. And I will catch you guys later. Remember, as always, to keep on nerding.